This here, I just checked this, and this is all fatwood. Now I've already harvested a piece and cut it into chunks. Right over there, I'm going to show you, there's another spot that I'm going to take another piece of that, and I've got a unique idea that was inspired by David West. If you want to know anything about friction fire, he does a lot of experimenting, and he's a channel to watch. About 12 feet away over to that side, that is where the other stump was, but we're going to harvest this right here. There's a bunch here. I just snapped it off and I can smell fatwood in it. This is rather strong, so it's most likely fatwood as well. So we're going to check that out, and then I got an idea for the use of it. There it is right there. And what I'm going to do first, I'm going to take my knife and just carve a little bit and see what's in here. Look at that red. Certainly fatwood. Ugh. Now I want to just cut that off like this, and I'm going to saw it off right here, and then on the other end I'll probably saw it off here. I want that length. Now I seen that fatwood, the amount that's here. I don't normally find the stumps like this. It's rare. The one that I did a video on, I've only found a couple stumps like that before. So to find this, it's almost hard to leave the fatwood. So I wanted to come up with an idea that I can take a couple pieces home with me. I'll leave the rest here. I know where it is. I can always come back. But this is what I was talking about when I mentioned David West. This here is solid fatwood. This is rather comfortable like this. That I can use as a bearing block for friction fire. The resin in it will actually heat up and start acting as an oil. I've never seen anybody do this. I seen David do it, and I was rather impressed, and I want to try it. I've not tried it yet, but I want to try that to see how this will work for a bearing block. And also, having fatwood, I can scrape a little bit of the fatwood into a tinder bundle just to help with prolonging your tinder bundle, or a little bit of heat in a tinder bundle. You know, so a little bit of Maya dust, a little bit of dust off of the fatwood into your tinder bundle can help. This here is going to be a bow. That is a bow. It's strong enough. I can put it flat. It's long enough. I can lay this on, strap this on the outside of my pack. You know, it's not going to take up that much room at all. Slide it into a pack if I want to, according on the pack. But I'm just going to notch this a little bit so I can tie my paracord on this side and this side, and now I have a bow, which is fatwood. If I wanted to, I could scrape some of this dust into a tinder bundle as well. So just a couple options. Is it feasible to do so? If you want to. You know, I just could not leave this. This is all fatwood. It's like treasure to me. I don't get it everywhere. You know, it would be like finding a birch bark tree to the people down south that don't have much birch bark, if they don't have, you know, any at all. So this here is a treasure find for me, so I wanted to think of a useful way to use it, and this is what I came up with. Be interesting to try it out. So there's a fire ban on right now, and not allowed to make fire out here, but I'm only trying this bearing block and the bow. This here is another old cedar stump that has half rotted away. And I'm just going to try on that. I'm not expecting to get an ember or nothing. I just want to see how the bearing block's going to work and the bow. Okay, I'm not sure if I have to adjust this or not, so, but we'll try her out. There we go. It's nice and tight. Give her a try. This cedar's also damp, but I see smoke. I'll bring this up and let you see a little closer. That's the hole right there, and I was starting to get some nice black dust. Right here, you can see it did turn black, but it's starting to glaze over. You can see that it's black, but it's definitely not as black as this part. I'm gonna continue trying this, and I think it may be a go. Now the bow, that worked great, as you've seen. Definitely can use that. Now this here, I may not be right into a thick part of resin as well, but it went in there and made it up, and it didn't seem to burn anymore. It just kind of made the hole. Yeah, I just went like this, and look, I think it's going to work good. I'm going to actually try it once more and see if it does burn up top or not, because if not, I think I got to keep her. I'm getting a little bit of smoke up here, but nothing compared to down there. I've let that cool down, and just like a rock in there now. There's no friction in that. You've seen that it did start to smoke up top. So once that heats up, it's probably, you know, not right in the resin, but there's a little bit of resin there because look how it hardened up. So you may get a little bit of smoke, but look at the smoke comparison up top to down bottom. So this was reducing friction for sure. And after watching David, I had to try this, and it just may be another option out there for a natural bearing block. If you find some Fatwood, and possibly the more Fatwood, the more saturated Fatwood you find, it actually may work better. I don't know. But it's just something to try, and I will be keeping this because it's Fatwood for one, and it did seem to reduce friction for sure. And as you know, a bearing block can make all the difference in friction fire. Thanks for watching. Take care, and all the best.